Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about how to get more enjoyable foods into your diet. So if you guys are ready, let's go. Now I believe that having a balanced diet is going to help you to create a more long-lasting, sustainable diet and therefore get you greater results. So I obviously don't mind having a bit of foods that you like. Obviously if you're in a diet and stuff like that, it can feel a little bit restricting on, like for example, going out with meals and stuff like that, and you don't want to feel apart from that. The whole point of it isn't to stop you from doing those things. So I've created 5 little tips to help you guys out. The first tip that I would probably say is, on the times that you're not going out for meals or anything like that, focus on food volume. Food volume is definitely having food with probably low amount of calories and having more of a higher volume rate. These will be things like your vegetables, your fruits, especially like your berries, maybe things like popcorn as well. So definitely get on that. My second tip would be focus on saving your carbohydrates and fats for later on in the day. If you think about majority of the time we do have these kind of big calorie meals, then majority evening times and stuff like that, so it would make sense to have those saved up for that particular time. My third tip is to push back breakfast. If you're like me and you wake up and you're not particularly that hungry, that's perfectly fine. The only time I would probably eat breakfast if I would be training in the morning, because I want to make sure I've got energy for that session. But if you haven't, maybe push back to about noon, or if you can go even further. It just means that you're shortening that window of eating, and therefore you're able to have a higher amount of calories in your diet. My fourth tip would be bank calories. So the reason why I would say bank calories in and how this is a useful tool, let's say you know you've got an event happening on a Saturday night, potentially probably involving a high amount of calories and probably a potential a few drinks. What you could potentially do is strategize for that. So let's say you're eating 2,000 calories roughly for a week. Let's say you take 200 calories out of the days, so 2,000 to make it 1,800. Potentially on that Saturday, that means if you're doing that for the other 6 days, that will give you 3,200 calories for that Saturday. Obviously you can play around with that, it doesn't always have to be 200, but you can obviously get a kind of guideline from that. And my last but not least is look for alternatives. Obviously yes, we do want to have these enjoyable foods in our diet, but sometimes we do need to make these sacrifices. So I would say definitely look for maybe better alternatives, maybe lower calorie alternatives. Or for example, if your favourite restaurant is very high in calories, maybe look for a different restaurant with maybe a little bit more healthy ingredients. So I hope these tips helped you guys out. If you have any questions about the matter, make sure you drop me a message. But if not, I'll see you guys in the next video.